I'm happy to have my deck put back together. We did that for their Father's Day dinner. Place to grill and eat. It's a year of construction. He hasn't asked much of me during the construction. Mostly I'm still just gardening, doing what I do. Speedwell, I think these are. There's two, and I love them, and I had them in the triangle garden, and they were eaten the same week I planted them. Down to nothing. Not coming back. So I put these in the pots on the deck rail last year, and then when the season was over, I put them in the garden, and I'm so happy I have them. Rick's back to work, so the chicken coop is getting done more slowly now than when he was off. He had 2 weeks to get it going. And then back to work for 2 weeks. And then another week to work on it. So next week, we'll be putting on the steel roof. But yesterday, they got the wire panels on. Black screen. And he got it painted. He painted after work for 2 days. So just this part is painted. He still has, tons of work to do. He's going to be making doors. Hi, chickens. They're still using their old chicken coop. What you cracking about? What you cracking about, doggy? Humidity's high today. And the heat and the humidity is setting in. Middle of June. And most of my work is done, I'm happy to say. The intense planting. I just worked on it every day. Planted what I could plant. Until these are still growing out. It's early, so I think what I'm gonna do is I have some cucumbers. These are extra spares. Need to be repotted. All the seeds came up, so the cucumber seeds are good. Sweet. They're sweet. And I get them apart. I'm going to see if I can find a spot on the side of the greenhouse for these, so I don't have too many in pots. Greenhouse is being moved. I don't know when. Before winter. That's a good spot for one. With beans on the other side of the fence. They're small. Ooh, that one's getting big though. Look at that one. Primrose. It's an enthusiastic spreader. Good if you want to fill in space. And I can manage it. This is another variety, which I really like a lot. So, trying to burn some debris. They cut one of the pines over top of the new coop. It's deadish. It's not completely dead, so it's not easy to get it going yet. I might drag the rest of it to the compost. So it's 2 more planted, and I'm probably just not going to need more than that. Amaranth. Lamb's ear, that's what that is. This is some milkweed that I separated out. Winter sown milkweed. I got one more thing done. There's one of the sage that I'm trying to save by hiding it somewhere. It looks terrible. There's a mix of things in here. Herbs, yarrow. Is yarrow considered an herb? It's the apple tree gills. Last year I left this flop and I thought it was really pretty. And then this year I started cutting it back. And it's, you know, I don't know if it's better. I don't think it looks better. I don't think it looks good either way. More milkweed. So I really need to edge this one. I ran out of water and I found one that didn't get planted. Oh, stepping on one. This one needs to be worked on too. It needs to be re-edged. This is the only one I got edged. Petunias. I did the shelf, but I forgot the petunias. There's more strawberries over there too. Knacking cherry. It's getting so big. Seeded apple tree. The first store-bought apple tree. It was a propagation. The store-bought ones are propagations. apples. I was putting too much of this chamomile in my jar too quickly, and the bottom layer didn't dry, so I lost some of the chamomile. Found my first maypop. Found another one, but I pulled it. I don't want too much competition, which I mentioned. So every time I walk through here, I pull things. But I have a basil in my hand. See, there's the bean, close up. Cucumbers on the other side of the fence. Gotta find a place for this. The garden, she is full. She's beautiful. Look at the tomatoes since I planted it. It's up there. The beans are up there. I have harvested one tomato already off the wintered one, the volunteer that came up in the greenhouse. This one. But we have tomatoes over here too. Seen someone harvesting in a southern state yesterday. It was a pretty basket. She had a lot of different colors. Sunflowers get massive. The volunteers always get bigger, faster than the things that I plant. This tomato's gonna need tied. I just found some rope. I'm out of twine still. There's another squash hiding there by the fence. Roast up some beets, feed some leaves to the chickens, and where I pulled that up is where I put the basil. So the basil was tying up the tomato, and I found a nice spinach. They're getting big enough for me to see them now. I planted two different kinds of spinach, so I have to be careful because I'm constantly pulling up weeds. So the pepper plants were wintered, and not all of them have come back. Some of them are looking just still like sticks, but the sticks are green. So they're not dead, they're just not back yet, for whatever reason. This one's back. Still looks immature, but it's back. It's got leaves on it. And these all were looking good, except for the one in the middle. These were looking good when I put them in the ground. I was getting peppers off of some of them. Here's a good example of the shrimp plant seedling. This is the parent shrimp plant. No flowers on it yet. This does bloom in the house in the winter sometimes, though. This one didn't this year. So the pot's gonna go somewhere else, but I got it in a pot. Made use of a pot that I like. None of these bloomed last year. I have them all over the garden, everywhere around the yard, and none of them bloomed. And now look, I am going to get some beautiful flowers. And look at these petunias. They went for it. They got their roots down in that pot and just went for it. So that pot looks good, so I just got to find something to put in the pot. Don't know. Today's beets, it was roasted and a quick pickle. Put one of my squashes back here. So since we had to put the grapes in a pot, taking my second stab at growing a grape tree. The other one I gave to my neighbor. Not sure if that milkweed is the same as this milkweed. This one's my favorite one. I transplanted it from the old fence line into the island garden. Blooms and the hydrangeas. They're gonna bloom out nice this year. Yeah, last year was a weird year. I mean, my peppers didn't mature. I didn't have much of a pepper season until winter in the greenhouse, and that's because I took them all in. And, you know, none of the hydrangeas bloomed. Every year's different. Strawberries. More strawberries. More strawberries. Strawberries underneath the grapes. And strawberries all through there. And there's strawberries through there. There's my crystal.